Here's a gallery review of one of my more recent Beekman shoots. This one is fun because although, yes, they do look super elegant and fancy, they are actually unserious. They wanted their personality to show, so at the end of this shoot, we actually ended up at a dive bar. Starts off with photos you would find on your fridge. I just want to get those out of the way. Regular portrait shots, and then it's time to get creative. Beekman is super fun to shoot at because there are so many leading lines to play with, and the whole building is beautiful. I love shots where it looks like I'm a stalker and they're just going about their day. Maybe they're on a date and I am taking stalker shots. I know it's weird, but it hits, it works. This is a shot I do pretty much every time I go to the Beekman now. Because there's so many levels, I like to play with it. So for this one, I went one level above them and then leaned over the railing and got this sick shot of her with her hair falling. Him kind of giving her kisses on her neck. Again, same type of feel, but just at a different angle. For reference, for the last photo I showed you, I was up top here shooting down at them this way. If the space is beautiful, I'm going to want to capture it completely, so I took out my wide lens and got these beautiful wides, playing with framing here. I love shooting through things, so here I am shooting between the railings here. It makes for a pretty neat shot. Something I've been touching a lot lately is creating triangles in my images. This is a great example of how I did that. That sounds cocky, but this is more for educational purposes. So here I have the couple in the middle. I told them to bring their arms out both on each end, and you can see here it creates a triangle from the top of his head this way, over this way, and this way. There's another triangle in this image that might not be so obvious, but because I love playing with my rule of thirds and composition, here's the other triangle that I see right here, this way, this way. Let me know in the comments if you can see what I'm talking about, or if I'm just like imagining these triangles and I'm going crazy. Just some more playing with angles and having them look like I'm a stalker. And then we did some shots where I asked them to act a little tipsy and walk towards me. These create some like fun images. And then we headed off outside. At the Beekman, there's this like sign that says Beekman. I love shooting underneath it. I think it looks so classic. Some fun shots here, and it was time to head over to the bar and celebrate. On the way there, I saw a train station, thought it would be cool to get shots of them coming up. I love shooting the city, and the city has so much character, so if I see something that screams New York City, I'm gonna want to capture my couple in front of it. Of course, some classic crossing the street shots. And then we finally made it over to the bar. This bar is called the Whiskey Tavern. If you're able to hop in there, take your couples there. It's right near City Hall. It is a show. They normally print out like your names, throw confetti, and this time they actually allowed my couples behind the bar, and like she was pouring shots into his mouth. It was a fun time. Got the bartender making drinks. Shirt came off. It was a time. Bartender was so much fun. This place, like, you bring your couples there and they just bring the vibe. And then I had a little moment to shine there too. They ended up printing my name. Not the one on the left. I don't know who Cliff is, but we love you too, Jay. This bar just shows so much love. Bartender ended up blasting off like confetti and they ended up taking a shot. They had no idea the confetti was coming, clearly. You can't tell with that face. But they took the shot regardless, and yeah, then we headed off outside with the sign that they made and just did some fun, like him carrying her away at the end of the day type shots. This is a prompt I've been doing lately. When I feel like they're fun and they're loose, I'll ask my couples to like pretend we're in a photo booth and I'm just gonna start snapping away. You guys just throw up photo booth poses and freestyle, and a lot of the times the personality like really shines through. This is one of the shots. These two were just so much fun. I had an absolute blast capturing this one. I love this shoot because, yes, they did it up with like the elegance of the Beekman Hotel, and it did look super classy. But then they also brought it home with like their personality. Like, this is who they are. They have fun. Hope I was recording. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out.